Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to the Minute channel. And today it's gonna be a different video here. So today we're gonna be ranking all Persona 5 Royal characters from best to worst, from S to D. Which are the characters that are the best, which ones are the characters that are the worst, and so on. So you can see a list of the characters here, and we're just gonna rank them. This is through tier ranking. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to rank them yourself. Possibly you can post it on Twitter, or maybe you can leave it in the comments, see which rankings you will rank everybody. Anyway, this is just for fun and everything, so don't be offended if a character that you like was ranked at the bottom or vice versa. Again, this is just for fun and everything. So let's go ahead and do this here. There are mild spoilers in this video. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about them, but I'm not really gonna spoil you the game or anything like that. I'm not gonna talk about particular stuff, but I do see some things that may be spoilery to you if you have never played the game or anything like that. But let's go ahead and talk about this. So we're gonna talk about the first character here is already kind of shitty right here. He is gonna be a D, definitely. He's a piece of shit. From the beginning of the game up until now, he's just a piece of crap, really. Very, very bad character here. Kamoshida, of course, he's also not a piece of shit. He's just a terrible teacher and a terrible person. Obviously, we're gonna get the scumbags out of the way here, of course. The old D level characters here, a bunch of piece of craps here. Noted, Shido is a really bad villain for the series. I thought he was horrendous. I wish, is there an F rank in here? I don't think so, right? We don't have an F. Yeah, I don't think we have an F there, but I definitely would like to have an F, so we can drop this teacher here. This teacher is a piece of crap as well. He's such a scumbag. No spoilers in some of these, so I'm gonna rate them without their spoilery self and everything. So some of them have more spoilers than others, and some of them I'm just gonna rank them as I like them. Jose, or Jose in English, he's gonna be an S for me. I love this kid. He's fucking hilarious. He's just hanging out there, and he's really funny and everything. Really like his just finding out about him. I wish he had a confidant. Actually, he would be a really good confidant. Lavensna, she's gonna be an A too. I'm sorry, an S. We don't see her much, unfortunately. Now the twins, you're gonna be an A. I actually don't like their personalities too much. They're kind of annoying a little bit in a sense. I like her more because their personalities are so different from them. So yeah. Anyway, moving on here, of course, Kazumi. Kazumi is gonna be an S for me, but despite spoilers, overall, I like her character. She's really funny and cute, and I just really like her overall persona, not persona, but her persona, herself. There. Joker's obviously an S. He's a cool dude, always there to help others and everything. Really cool, awesome main character. I like him. He's gonna be an A too. He's interesting. He's a really complex character. Definitely somebody more complex than some of these villains here. Some of these complex here. A lot of these villains are really cartoon villains. They're really cartoony in that sense that they're just one-dimensional. And I appreciate characters that are more dimensional and they have more depth to them than just some people here. For example, Goro used to be to me maybe a C or a D or a B. You're gonna jump to an A now. Goro is extremely complex, more than the original game gave him to be. I think the social link really improved his character overall. Definitely added more detail to him and what he's about and everything like that. Definitely a character that grew on me over time. Still don't like him, but I do see where he's coming from a little bit more, and I like his development and everything. Really good job there. Morgana's gonna be a B for me. Morgana is really useful. He's funny and interesting, but he's also very annoying. And very annoying to the point that he's just drives me insane sometimes. Now Ryuji is also the same way, but he's a bro. He's a bro when nobody is there. He's a bro in situations where you feel like that. He treats Morgana like shit though, and I feel like that puts him almost at the same level as Morgana. Now B level is not bad at all. B is good. He's not failing. He's not a D for sure. B is definitely good. Just even though I've loved Ryuji a lot, he grew on me over time. Like I mentioned in my video, he's one of my favorite characters. I think he's a piece of shit sometimes, definitely. Futaba's mom is gonna be a B. we don't get enough of Futaba's mom to kind of get her whole story and everything. We do get hints here and there, and they do talk about her quite a bit, but she sounds like she was a piece of shit mother. She did care, and she was looking to spend more time with her, but at the end of the day, she did made her feel pretty bad. So I do feel bad for her in that sense. I think that I feel bad for her quite a bit. But moving on into the next one here, we have a bunch of them. And we're getting confident level here. We're gonna go and do Shiho here. Shiho is amazing. I love her so much. She is a really good character that I wish they had even developed more. But the way that they made her develop it was worked and everything definitely works for me. I think there's a lot of good stuff going for her character design or the way that she is and how most she developed over time. Definitely is an S rank for me. Definitely like somebody that really, she deserves the rank there, really does. Saya is gonna be an A. I love her character design. And there is obviously a lot of motivations and a lot of things that we see in her character and everything. Unfortunately, I don't think she was well developed either. I think that there's a lot of layers that they could have peeled off with a good confidence. Her confidence is extremely shallow, and you don't really get to see the whole story for her. I feel like there's more to her than that. Okay, so we're gonna rank the politician and EY and C. They're okay characters. I don't think they need to be confidence per se. I can see the usefulness of their characters, and I like them okay, but I don't think they're particularly good characters. Same with Shinya, he's just a kid. Like I feel some way about him. He's just there. He's not a really good confidant. Another one that is not confident and not a good confidant, but he's extremely useful is Nishima. Nishima he's a piece of crap person, really. He cares, but he only cares very superficially. He's a terror wheeler that nobody wants to hang out with, and I just don't like him really at all. I feel like he's not a good character. I wish that they had removed him from the confidants. Maybe they could have put Shiho instead. She could have been a much better confidant. We're gonna move our bro Yusuke to a B. Yusuke is a weirdo. He's weird, but he's kind of the kind of person that I will probably know, but not really be friends with. Just kind of be kind of there, in a sense. He's cool. I like him a lot, but I don't think that he's gonna be my favorite character or anything like that. I think that he's pretty much there as part of the team and everything. Definitely earns his place as a Phantom Thief, but at the same time, I don't think that he's my favorite Phantom Thief or anything like that. Alright, we're almost done with the males. Obviously we have Sojiro. Sojiro is gonna be an S rank for me. Sojiro is what I would call a three-dimensional character with so much depth. There's so much to him. When you meet him, he's an asshole to you. He hates you. He doesn't want you to be there. But he grew on you, and you grew on him, and you really develop this connection with him, this mentor relationship. He teaches you how to make coffee. He spends time with you. He goes places with you. He sees you as somebody special in the life of him and Futaba, and there's something special to have about that. I think his character is has more depth than a lot of this confidence. He definitely turns around to a much better character, and I really like him. He's a really cool dude. He teaches you a lot in different ways, and I like that. He's a bro. Cool character there. Oya or Ohia. I don't know what her name is actually. She's gonna be a C for me. I'm sorry, but I don't like her. Her confidence is interesting. I think her character design is really what kills her. To me, she comes off as a washed out news reporter that had fame at some point but got dragged down to the floor. Now she's kind of scrambling to survive and get her next piece so she can pick up herself again. She's definitely not one of those characters that I needed a confidant per se. I see why she got a confidant, because it makes sense with the team of Phantom Thieves and everything, like a lot of these people here. But honestly, overall, I don't see her as a really good character. Her story is pretty shallow and it doesn't really go in detail, and I feel like that's what kills her, really, her character there. The other one that does is her. I completely overlooked her name at this particular second. She is a fortune teller. She is an interesting character, kind of an airhead person, got schemed into scheming other people and everything. And I do feel for her story and everything. I like her character design, but she's quite of a boring person. There's nothing really to her that really sticks out to anything. I'm probably gonna drop her here with her. I don't really see them as very good, strong confidence or anything like that. But moving on here, we're gonna go and put Haru as an A. Haru is a good character. She has a lot of depth to her character. Unfortunately, she comes too late in the story for you to really develop that bond with the rest of the fandom thieves. To me, Haru has always been kind of like the one out from everybody else, where everybody else just really develops together and grows as a team. She really sticks out and as somebody that is not really part of the team just yet. Even by the end of the game, you kind of feel like she's not really part of the team yet, even though she's been there for a few months already at that point, or really like a month or two. Excellent character. I just feel like she doesn't get the time that he deserves there. Next one, we're gonna be Makoto. Makoto is an A for me. It's just something like in between an A and a B, really. But I'm gonna leave her on an A. She's an A. She's a good character. She has good character development. But I do feel like there's some flaws in her characters that I really don't like. She's not the kind of person that I like to date, to be honest. So I never really dated her. Like I dated her one time, and I still kind of felt like she wasn't a very good character. Now there's a lot of people that really like her, so don't hate me if because she's still a good character. I just don't think that she's my character. That's somebody that I really like or anything like that. I think that her development in the story is really well fleshed out. She comes off from being somebody that really stands with adults, and she has very ambitious kind of person into this person that is much more free, and she cares more about what she wants and everything like that. So you can really see how she changes over time, and I really like that a lot. Moving from here on, a lot of these are gonna be S ranks for me now. Anne is gonna be an A as well. Probably a B. You know, like something between an A and a B here, just like Makoto. They kind of sit there together. Anne is a good character. She's a well fleshed out character throughout the first part of the story. I think that they had something going on for her, and they kind of dropped her storyline along with Ryuji's and Kamoshida's. They kind of just left it hanging, you know, but the character development doesn't really grow from there. Both social links, actually no, Ryuji's social links is better than Anne's in that sense, because you can see that character development. He's trying to get back the team together for the track and everything. Anne doesn't really do that herself. She just kind of focuses on her own personal goals as an individual, which is fine and everything. And you see that she's a very lonely character in some kind of way. But throughout the majority of her social life, she just talks about Chico and her modeling career. Nothing really interesting or particularly in depth with her character. I think I'm gonna drop her to a B. And the more I talk about it, the more she feels like a B to me. But moving up next, I'm gonna put Futaba as an A. I was gonna put her originally as an S, but you know what? She's an A. And the problem that I have in a lot of these characters is that they have this mold, this stereotype, and throughout the story, they kind of grow out of it. Some people don't. Like Ryuji doesn't really grow out of his stereotype, and doesn't really. She leaves up her stereotype really. And Futaba is also like that. She really leaves off her stereotype. She starts as kind of like a nerdy hikikomori, which is kind of somebody who doesn't leave the house. It's almost like a sickness in Japan, where people just refuse to go out of their house, so they have this social anxiety and everything. And she really stands up for the majority of the story. She doesn't really change in that sense. Sure, she's able to go outside and be more social and everything like that, but at the end of the day, she's still the nerdy appeal to the gamer kind of personality person, and I don't think that she really changes to the extent where she, you know, there's more depth to her character like that. Now there's this whole storyline with her mother that is really well kind of implemented at the beginning of her story. Unfortunately, I don't feel like later on in her social link they follow that too much, to the point that she could have been easily an S rank. They kind of explore that a little bit more. Really good storyline. The Doctor. Now Doctor, she's one of my favorite ones, and I like her a lot. She's the first one that I did here. She has, she doesn't really have a lot of depth to her character. I'm gonna go ahead and drop her into an A here. To me, it's an S though. I will say that to me, you know what? I'm just gonna drop her an S. But her story doesn't really have a lot of stuff to it. But she's obviously a really smart doctor that got screwed over by other people, and a lot of these people in this have this kind of stuff. They were screwed over by somebody else that ruined their life or their career or something. She's locked in this position and she does the best at herself. She's an extremely kind person, even though the way that she dresses herself and the words that she carries herself. She cares a lot about others and she wants to kind of work it out with others and help others. You can see it how she helped the little girl and she helps this old lady and everything like that. She's definitely there for the people. She's a town's doctor, right? She leaves that up. Even at the end when she gets offered her job back and everything, she still chooses to stay in the little town area because she feels like her town needs her and everything. And I love that. That's just a really good character development there. From which you meet her at the beginning more indifferent and everything. Hifumi is gonna be an A character. She could even be a B character really in a lot of senses. Her story, she's a waste of a potential in her character design and everything. I love her design. I think that she's one of the most beautiful looking girls in this. But I feel like her besides her design, her story just doesn't really lead anywhere. She's kind of, I'm gonna put her in a B. I don't really want to leave her a B because I do like her design. Okay, I'm gonna leave her an A. But her story is not really interesting or appealing really. She is a Catholic schoolgirl that she's a shogi player and her mom just forces her into these standards that are ridiculous. She's not allowed to date and that kind of stuff. So she deals with her own stuff and everything. I think it's okay. I think it's not a bad storyline. However, it doesn't really have any depth to it. I think that she's kind of just there and everything. Her usefulness as a character is amazing. She really has a lot of potential in her social link, but however, again, it doesn't really get developed to the extent that I wanted it. Is she a good character? Definitely, she's a good character, but I do feel like she could use more depth in her character design. Now, however, I love the way that she looks and everything, so she stays an A for me. And then last but not least is Kawakami. She's an S. She's a great character. She has a lot of stuff that I love about her character. As a teacher, same kind of thing, kind of almost like the doctor. She got screwed over by a student's family, and now she's forced to work 2 jobs and try to pay this family back, even though she doesn't really owe them anything. But she has like that sense that she owes them and everything, and everything like that. So definitely a character that is flawed, but you can learn. She learns from you, and you learn from her. And her confidence is extremely useful. Her storyline is good, and you feel good whenever you've helped her and everything. A lot of these people, when you help them with the social links, you really feel that good that you help them and everything, and that feels good, I think. Anyway, that is pretty much in this character ranking here. Again, don't hate me. This is just kind of the way that I rank them, particularly myself. You in the comments below can let me know where you rank characters and everything. Let me know your explanation for that and everything, or if what's your top character, you know, whether it's your wife or your husband or whatever. Just let me know in the comments below what you like and everything. Hope you like this kind of videos, because I'm thinking of making one for Persona 4 and Persona 3, maybe Persona 2 as well, and Persona, the original one. So I'm just kind of thinking about it. I don't know if I want to do it or not. Let me know if you want this kind of videos, of course. But that's it for today, guys. I think I'll see you guys next time, okay?